So this arrived today, and this is the dream guitar. And I know I've used that term before. There are about 4 or 5 guitars that really hit home for me from when I was a kid. And George Lynch playing a green Kamikaze in the River of Love video is one of them. And I've always wanted one of these green Kamikazes. I bought the LTD version a couple years ago, and Guitar Center had them on clearance for $7.99. And it felt kind of cheap, and at the time I just wasn't digging it, so I returned it, which was really stupid. I should have just held on to it and sold it or something, but I wasn't digging it, and it is nowhere near the quality of this. This right here is a 1992 Kamikaze 4 ESP version. And it is in just amazing condition. You could tell someone's played this guitar. It does have a couple little swirls and surface scratches. It's got some player's wear, but other than that, it's in awesome shape. It has no major scratches or dings in it. Just some normal wear, and on a 30-year-old guitar, you would expect that. But it is just awesome. It's got a little bit of a, I don't want to say yellowing, but if you look at this guy right up here, you can tell that it started to not fade or anything, but it's got a little bit of an aged tint to it. And it's really awesome. ESP single coil in the neck, Screaming Demon in the bridge. And here's the coolest part. This is an ESP branded Kaler Steeler, which this is the exact same bridge that comes on a Washburn N4 Davies from 1991. And this is revered as the best, most stable tremolo to ever be made. This was kind of Kaler's version of a Floyd Rose. Was supposed to be a licensed Floyd Rose, and it really wasn't licensed, and they had to quit making them. Kind of hard to find parts for them. I actually went and bought a bunch of parts from a company a couple months ago, because I, work on Davies N4s and rebuild those, and the parts are just getting so hard to come by. I just pretty much bought all of them up. But yeah, so this is the real deal. This is the real McCoy. And this thing popped up on Reverb the other day at a ridiculous low price, like half of what the going figure would be on this guitar. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over here real quick. So here's another cool thing. Whoever owned this guitar got it signed by George Lynch. So it's got your typical flat back ESP neck. It's got a little bit of surface scratches on the back of it, but just normal player's wear. Nothing severe at all. No real buckle rash or anything like that. Just in fantastic shape. So, flip it back over here. The downside of these old Kamikazes is they're made out of maple, and they're insanely heavy. This guitar weighs like as much as a Les Paul Custom. I mean, it's like 10 pounds, and it's a backbreaker. But the sound and the tone you get is just phenomenal. I really was not looking forward to this Screaming Demon. They are a lot lower output than what I'm used to. I'm used to playing, Duncan Distortion or JB or something like that. These are only about 10K. But they are surprisingly really awesome sounding. But you can definitely tell that they're more vintage voiced. But they've got kind of their own voice. It's like it's a vintage pickup, but it's got a lot of growl and snarl to it. It is lower output, but it gives you this clarity. And on your leads, they sound so full. And the chords, they sound so full. And it definitely gives you that Lynch tone. So just a killer, beautiful guitar. This thing just arrived today. And like I said, it popped up the other night, and I saw it, and I was like, good grief, these Kamikazes are going for like $3 and $4 grand just for like a regular black one. And I saw what it was going for. It was on there by a music store out of Colorado. Like somebody traded this thing in. And if you happen to be the person who traded this in, please hit me up because I want to thank you. um, so, somebody traded into this music store, and the music store, it's just got normal wear on it from a 30-year-old guitar. Like they thought that it was like, I guess, more severe than it really was. All I did was really clean it up and use some polish. I got some of this, one Guitar One polish. It works great. I've got some other stuff that I get from my luthier that works really, really well. But most everything cleaned up on it. And it's just a fantastic guitar. I think they priced themselves way too low on it. But I will tell you, this is the new favorite. It is not going anywhere. And I just absolutely love this guitar. This is the new #1. I've got, of course, I've got the 2 Hajis. And I've got a Kamikaze Star. I do have another Bones right now, but I'll be honest with you, those Bones are really not my thing. They're, they just, I'm kind of digging these more right now. I'm digging the more Kamikaze style guitars. And yeah, this is just the top of the mountain right here when it comes to those things. This is a really vintage, early 90s ESP Kamikaze. And it is just awesome. It had the original case, original whammy bar. Just really great guitar. And it said Hunter on the case. I don't know if that's in reference to the Hunter, the Dokken song, or if that's the person's name that had the guitar, or if it's just a nickname for this guitar. But yeah, this thing's awesome. I'm going to make some videos tomorrow of me playing this thing. And hope you guys dig this video. Make sure you subscribe. Click the like button if you dig the video. And we will definitely see you next time. Thanks.